Hi guys, it's me again, Alman, and welcome back to my channel. I'm getting ready for a weekend up in the mountains, and today I'm going to show you how I get ready for an overnight hiking trip, particularly how I pack my bag. I've learned a lot from 17 years of backpacking and hiking, and here are my tips for making your next outdoor adventure truly memorable. Number 1. Have a checklist. I usually write down the things that I need to bring based on the destination, the number of days I'll be spending on the trails, and what gear is assigned to me by my group. For this video, I'll be self-contained, meaning I will pack as if I'm going all alone out there and don't have anyone else to accompany me. Now, if you don't want to write things down, you still have to make a mental checklist of your gear, and this next tip will be helpful. Number 2. Lay down and organize your gear on a flat surface. We call this a flat lay, but even this sofa would do. It gives you a good picture of the gear that's eventually going into your bag, and if you are a well-experienced mountaineer, a visual checklist is enough. If you're new at hiking, then a written checklist would still serve a purpose. As you can see, I've organized my gear according to the following categories. Things that I'm wearing, such as my trail gear, camp attire, and wash-up clothes, which aren't going into my bag, usually. Gear I need to sleep comfortably outdoors, and this includes my tent, my inflatable mattress, and something to keep me warm. The stuff I require to be able to nourish myself, like a stove and fuel bottle, cook set, mess kit, and water bottles. Camp electronics, which include gadgets for illumination, communication, and documentation. And finally, toiletries and a first aid kit so I can still be clean and fresh even when I get down and dirty, and make sure I'm ready for any eventuality. Number 3. Regardless what season you go out, you need to waterproof your bag. Most hiking backpacks already have water-repellent fabrics and even a waterproof rain cover, but water can still find a way to get inside your bag. Many of my friends use a giant plastic bag, but I prefer a big dry bag that can be used multiple times. I also waterproof my individual gear, so in case there's a leak in my dry bag, or in case my toiletries, water, or even food start to drip, my other equipment, particularly my clothes, are still dry. Number 4. Pack your gears inside your bag in the order that you'll be needing them once you're at the campsite. The things that you'll need last should be at the bottom, and the things you'll need first on the campsite or along the trail should be on top. What's the first thing I do when I reach the campsite? If your guess is to remove your shoes, well, that's not my priority. The first thing I do is set up a tent, which could be very important, particularly when it's raining. You need a dry space to take shelter in and to make sure your gear is dry. So make sure that you put your camp clothes at the bottom of the bag and the tent close to the top. You also need your shoes to stake down your pegs. Number 5. Place items that you need to access quickly on the top lid or on the belt pockets if your bag has them. These include your first aid kit, toiletries, snacks, and even a headlamp, just in case it gets dark while you're on the trail. I also put my water bottle on the side pockets because hiking can make you really thirsty even when it's raining. That's about 95% of my bag. I still don't have food here, but usually I just place them outside my dry bag, inside my bag, so I can make sure that my gear doesn't get wet from sauces or oils that might be present in my food. And there you have it. Those are my top 5 tips to packing a bag for a weekend in the mountains. I hope you've learned a thing or two from this video, and let me know in the comments about your own tips and tricks to better backpacking. Until next time, please keep safe and see you all on the trails.